Hello, everybody. Good morning. It's 11 a.m. here in Vermont on Sunday. I hope everybody is doing great. I hope spring is starting to spring around your area. We are still in the 30s. There is still snow on the ground, and the temperatures are supposed to be going up this week. Let's hope, because a lot of us are ready for spring and so tired of the snow. So, yes, for sure. All right, so welcome to my weekly vlog. I have a lot of stuff to talk about this week. It's been a busy week. Sad things, good things, happy things. First thing I want to talk about is thank you for your prayers for my cousin Ringo in New York. I have given my cousins different names for privacy reasons. So my two cousins in New York are Paul and Ringo. I don't know why I gave him Ringo. I should have done an Allman Brothers name because his favorite band is Allman Brothers. But anyway, Ringo had a double bypass 2 weeks ago, and he's doing great. Thank you for your prayers. It really has helped. He's doing great. Um, Another thing I wanted to mention is that I have two favorite commentary channels, Adam McIntyre and Peter Mon. Unfortunately, Peter Mon was involved in a car accident 2 weeks ago. He has been hospitalized. Don't really know the extent of his injuries. We're praying for Peter and hoping for a full recovery from whatever injuries he sustained. Praying for him and his family, his husband Alex, sending love to everybody, and I hope that he will be okay. So let's get on to the things that happened this week. It's been a busy week, very busy week. The highlight of the week was Adam McIntyre. He finally got to his P.O. box after a very long time. I had sent him a birthday card in September and a Christmas card in December. So he loves to go to the P.O. box. Then he comes back and he does a video of all the gifts that he gets and all the letters that he gets. And of course, he read my two cards to him on air. And before he opened them, he said, "Oh, these are from Glow. I love Glow. She's great. She's got a great channel, and we're great, you know, great YouTube friends." And it was very, very sweet of him to say that. It really made my day, and I'm glad he enjoyed his cards. I always try to think of Adam. He just became my favorite commentator during the summer of the pandemic. 20 was it 2020 and 21, I believe. Yeah, I mean, I've been watching him for a while, and I love him. He's got a great personality. He's very intelligent for a 19-year-old, very insightful, has very yeah, he's just intellectual. He has great things to say about people when he does the commentaries on them. And I just love him. He's got a great personality. So he's got about over 200,000. I think I want to say over 250,000 subscribers now. He's had the YouTube channel since he was 10. But in the past 3 years, he kind of switched over to a commentary channel. Um, Basically, what they are is they look at videos of other YouTube creators, problematic YouTube creators, and they talk about them in their videos, right? People like Jeffree Star, Shane Dawson, Trisha Paytas, Gabby Hanna, all of those problematic people is, you know, what they talk about. So, and it's been pretty toxic lately. There's just so much going on and so much shadiness and backstabbing, and it's not a good thing. But I still love watching at him because he just has a good perspective on everything, and he's got a great personality. I love seeing his animals on screen. He's got 3 cats and 2 dogs in an apartment in England. Could we get away with that in America? No. We had a dog and two cats one time. We're only allowed one pet. Our neighbor snitched on us, but the office manager just sent out a general message to everybody that only one animal is allowed per apartment. We were there the whole time with the dog and the two cats. But, a lot of places are more strict than that, and they keep an eye on you. But anyway, that's that's what I'm saying about Peter this week, about Adam and my cousin. Went to work this week, both days, in excruciating pain. My back is just awful, and I attribute that to my weight. I am shocked at how much weight I have gained. But when you think about what I've been eating for the past 2 years, duh, right? I've been eating cookies, I've been eating ice cream, donuts, all kinds of stuff. Um, Sometimes, people just get either depressed and they just stop caring. And I think that's what happened with me. Um, last year and the year before, I couldn't see my family during the holidays. And even though I'm on medication, which helps a lot with my depression and anxiety, that situation was really, really hard on me. And, and like most people, when I'm feeling down, I reach for comfort foods. But I'm telling you, I got on the scale last week. And when I saw that number, listen to this, I'm only 5 feet tall. I should be between 118 and 125. 295. I was outraged. I could not believe how much weight I had gained. So last week, even before I went to the doctor, I decided that I have been cutting out sugar for the past 2 weeks. But when I saw that weight and I've had these symptoms of diabetes, I right away went to Amazon, used my EBT card. You can get certain things on Amazon that are SNAP eligible. And the Slim Fast powder shakes are covered. So what I did was I ordered the Slim Fast Diabetic Control powders, 2 vanilla, 1 chocolate. I ordered Slim Fast Diabetes Control snacks. And I've been doing that since, was it Wednesday of this week? Yeah, I received the Slim Fast on Wednesday. So I started the shakes in the morning and been using strawberries, bananas. Strawberry banana is my favorite flavor. So I've been drinking these in the morning. At lunch, I've been having a sandwich wrap just with turkey and some vegetables. I've got diced onions and diced peppers from the store, and I've been eating that for lunch. If I get hungry, I have those peanut butter cup snacks from Slim Fast. I've been eating a lot of fruit. And then at night, rather than having two hamburgers with buns like I have been, I've been having one hamburger with a vegetable, one hamburger, not two. And then last night I made pork chops, and they were pretty small, boneless pork chops. So I had two of those, and I had cauliflower with that. I did show you all the microwave steamer that I got from Amazon, which arrived yesterday. And I used that for my frozen vegetables, and they came out so good. My cousin had been up here a couple of weeks ago, and he came over and he gave me pretty much everything that was in their refrigerator. So I got broccoli, I got green beans, something called Florentino. I don't know what that is. I'm not sure I'm going to eat that. It looks like it's pasta or something. So, yeah, so I definitely wanted to get that steamer rather than boiling, those vegetables because it takes all the nutrients out, So, yeah, I did that last night, and today I'm going to have the other two pork chops. Probably, I don't know if I'll have them for lunch or dinner. Probably dinner. So yeah, I'm really, really cutting down on that. I cooked some chicken cutlets last night. I baked them in the oven, and now they're in the refrigerator for my next meal, which will probably be tomorrow night. And my 4 days is up already. I love being home. I wish I could be home 24/7. I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. But I have to work if I want to have anything extra in life. So, went to work last week, and it's been a good week makeup wise. If you watch my channel regularly, you know that I did do a giveaway for some of the makeup that I felt was duplicates. I have so many palettes that I really wanted to give somebody with palettes that I like, but that weren't quite as appealing to me as my other palettes. And most of them were brand new. I never used them. So I sent that out to a friend of mine who wanted it, and I did that for her, and it made me feel good. So very, very happy about that. And then, of course, I did my videos on my new Anastasia Beverly Hills palette and my new Natasha Denona palette. Those are two high-end companies. I found the least expensive palettes I could find because I really wanted to try them, and I really wanted to do a video for you guys, to show you the colors, how they work. And I love doing makeup videos. That's actually how I started out. But being on a budget, it's very hard to keep doing that because you can't afford to keep buying makeup. All these people on YouTube, these big beauty creators, it's their job. YouTube is basically their job. And so they're on PR lists, they buy products all the time, and it got to the point where I knew I couldn't do that. So what I've done with my channel is it's kind of like a vlog channel, but I will throw in some singing once in a while, and I'll throw in some makeup videos. So it's just a mixture of a lot of different things, and it's so funny. The videos that I did on my Barbies when I got these beautiful clothes for them and I displayed them all around my house. That video got 1,200 views, and I'm like, wow, I guess a lot of people like Barbies. And then my Winnie videos get a lot of views too, as well. I'm also on TikTok, and I'm finally up to 1,000. I went up to 1,000 subscribers in like 2 weeks on TikTok. People love my cat videos. They love my singing videos. And yeah, those are the two things that seem to get a lot of views, Barbies and cats. So, yeah, I'm on TikTok, I'm on Instagram, that's it, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. I am a social media girl for sure. So I have two more makeup palettes coming that I'm going to review. I'm very excited about them. One of them I was on the waiting list for one day, and then I finally got the email that it was in stock again. So I immediately went over and I got it. And it's a beautiful palette by ColourPop. It's called Smoke and Roses. It has a lot of cool tones in it. Very beautiful pinks, purples. It's basically a pink nude palette, which I love. So I cannot wait to get that. There is a row of darker colors, so it's not all pastel, but 90%. And I'm really looking forward to getting that and showing it to you, and I'm excited. And then the other one, I got another palette from them, a smaller one, a 9-pan palette. Oh, shoot, which one was it? Well, I'll show it to you when I get it. I think it was called Miss Bliss, and that was another uh, pastel. I love pastels, and especially in spring. So I'm getting ready for spring with my pastels. I don't have a whole lot of pastel palettes, actually. I have very colorful palettes, as you know. So I'm looking forward to that, and that'll be great. And that'd be so, so good. Now, sing streams. I love to sing, as you know, and Shimmer has been under the weather, so we haven't done a whole lot on her channel. But I've been surfing the internet and I have found several channels that I really like. Darren Dobson is a friend. Jay Mike is another person. I sang on Darren's last night. I sing on Jay's all the time. I'm going on his tonight. And then last night was interesting. Around 10:30, I was testing out the system because I knew I was going to go online. But apparently I had put it too loud because my upstairs neighbor came down and she started pounding on the door and she said, "You are too loud. I can hear it out in the hallway. It's booming." So I turned it down, okay? And I thought it was at a pretty good level. I hadn't heard from her all night. I was on the sing stream for like 2 hours. And then right at my last song, I heard this boom, boom up in her living room. And I'm like, what on earth was that? I don't know. These neighbors have been up there since the end of November. I haven't had any problems with them until last night. So, my solution is I am going to be putting my hearing aids in because it's very possible that I'm not hearing how loud this thing is. So, tonight I'm going to do that and then hopefully they won't have any problems because I've been doing these sing streams for years. I'm not going to stop, but I also want to be, you know, courteous to my neighbors. So that's going to be my plan for that tonight. And then hopefully, that won't be a problem anymore. Mm-mm-mm. So Winnie's doing great as usual. She's getting more loving every day. I absolutely love it. I had to make a checklist because I had so much to say this week. I've done this vlog 4 times now, forgetting things. So I made a list. Lists are great. Everybody, if you have things to do, make a list. Dave and I used to go out, for our shopping, and we'd make a list of what we needed. So lists are great. All right. And Winnie, yep, she's becoming more loving every day. She's coming onto the bed a lot now. She's laying next to me a lot. She's letting me pick her up now, but she has to be purring or she won't be picked up. You may have seen the video I did yesterday of her up the stairs and she was sunbathing because the sun was coming through that window up there and it was so precious, and I have to go get her most of the time to bring her down because she just loves it up there. And so yesterday it was a chore. I said, "Wendy," she didn't come. "Wendy," she didn't come. I went up 2 steps and there she was at the top of the steps sleeping in the sun. And I said, "Winnie, you need to come home now." She wakes up and she looks at me and like, "I don't think so." And I said, "Don't make me come up there." She made me come up there. So, with her complaining, "Meow," I said, "You get down those stairs right now." Looked at me again. "No." I said, "You get down those stairs right now." So I had to push her bottom. I said, "Get downstairs." And she did. She's getting to be a brat like Vivi was. So anyway, yeah, it's the life of Gloria and Winnie in Vermont. We just have a ball here. We really, really do. So, you know that my car was in the shop for a couple of weeks, or at least a week. Got it back everything beautiful. The brakes work. It passed inspection. Everything's great. 3 days later or 4 days later, I've been having trouble with my passenger window. And it's an electric windows, which are a pain in the butt because quite frequently, as you know, they either go down a little bit and get stuck, or you can't get it down. It's been coming off the track on my driver's side. So, I've been finagling with it, at different times, getting it back in line. Unfortunately, it decided to go all the way back down into the door, and now it won't go up. 'Tis my life, I am telling you. It's minor, though, compared to what was going on with it before. It's just basically an inconvenience. But I did have a tablecloth, a vinyl tablecloth out here, which is kind of pretty. It's like a light brown with flowers on it. So I got creative and I put that over the door and tucked it all in, and I've got that protecting the inside of the car from the rain and the snow. And I'll just take it off when I go to work tomorrow and deal with it. I will take care of that as soon as I can. That's something I can do on my own. I don't need any more help. But my cousin was a doll. He was so sweet. He basically just wanted to get the heat fixed for me. But once it got to the point where I could take it down, my brake line went out. Why? We don't know. But so the car was in the shop for a while, and it's working great. It's just the window. But I'll get that taken care of. So anyway, this week I went to the doctor because, well, first of all, I needed my paperwork for my handicap placard done. Still haven't got my license. I have to do that first. I'm going to do that soon to get my license, and then my handicap placard. And then I was having issues. My weight has gotten so big, and I've been having symptoms, worrisome symptoms, that could be diabetes. So thankfully, he decided to do blood work on me. He tested my thyroid. My thyroid was fine. So on Tuesday night, I went onto the patient portal and I saw my numbers. My glucose was 124, which is a little high on a fasting. Not terribly high, but still not normal. And of course, that had the H next to it for high. And then I've been having some elevated levels of my kidneys for years now, at least 5, 6, 7 years. That's called the BUN and the creatinine. And those two numbers have been exceedingly high for, I want to say, the last 2 years. I mean, they go up and down, but 90% of the time, they're really high. And that's an indication of how your kidneys are doing. So I had written him a note and I said, I am concerned about these numbers because they've been pretty high for years now. And he wrote back and he said, well, you do have an element of chronic kidney disease, but I attribute that to aging, and blood pressure can cause that too. I have high blood pressure. So he's not concerned about it, but I mean, gosh, it's been going on for years, but I've had high blood pressure for years as well. So it could very well be that that's nothing to worry about. But then when the patient visit summary came up on the portal, it said my A1C, which is a number they use to measure your sugar levels over a 3-month period. It's supposed to be no higher than 5.5 or 5.7. I think 5.7 is the threshold for becoming pre-diabetes. Now, my husband had diabetes, so I'm very, very familiar with all of this. This isn't just being shooting my mouth. I'm very, very attuned to diabetes. And it was 6.6. All right. Now, I did some more research just to verify what I'm thinking, and it did say anything over 6 is considered diabetes. And then my glucose on that particular test was 134. So I don't know why he considers that normal. I wouldn't. Okay. A fasting blood glucose should be under 100. And I was fasting and it was 124. And it did have the H right to it for being high. I don't know. My doctor has done several things in the past that have made me wonder. I mean, he's a great doctor and all, but when I had the pneumonia and I went to the ER and I notified him afterwards, that I was having some trouble and I was talking to a nurse at his office, she acted like it was no big deal. And I didn't because I was having bad chest pains and I didn't know. I've had pneumonia before, but I've never had it that bad. Okay. Fluid to the point where I couldn't breathe. Okay. The ER had given me a nebulizer. And so I wrote to the doctor and I complained to him about, her attitude and telling him that I was having issues and I was concerned. And he wrote me back and he says, well, I looked at your chart. You don't have pneumonia. And I was like, what? I've got the discharge papers. I've got the radiologist report. Turns out he wasn't even looking at the right chart. Because when I went on this Tuesday, he looked at my chart and he said, I was mentioning the ER visit. And he said, I don't have any paperwork from that. He didn't have any paperwork from it. Then how could he have said that I didn't have pneumonia? Oh, all I can say is, please be your own advocate. Please keep attention to your labs. Be informed, stay educated, because you can't always count on doctors. You just can't. They make mistakes, and it's very alarming. So anyway, I'm just assuming that I am diabetic, and I'm just going to go forward that way. Diabetic slim fast, no more sugar, and I'm sure I will be fine. Once the snow is gone, I will be going out to walk again. I had ordered some Skechers sneakers. They were so comfortable, but they were too small, so I had to send them back and get a refund. So what I did next was Amazon does have a program where you try it first and pay later if you want to keep it. So what I did was I ordered the next size up. I had to get the gray ones because they were the only ones on that program, even though I wanted the gray with the pink laces. I could always get my own pink laces, I guess. So that should be here on Tuesday, and I hope they fit. If not, I'll get another size. But that's my plan. I want to get some good walking shoes so that I can go out and walk every day and get back in shape. So that's my plan, man. Let's see, it's March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. 10 more months, and I am hoping to lose at least 30 pounds. At least. I may not, but that's my goal. The last time I lost weight. I had gotten down to 255. So at least if I get down to 260, that is a milestone. Yeah. I'm 5'5" and I'm 295, guys. That's unacceptable. Very unacceptable. So I will be working on that. I hope everybody has a great week. Thank you so much for watching this rambling vlog. I love y'all, and y'all have a great week. Bye.